Welcome back, everybody, to English is Easy. I am your personal YouTube English teacher, Connor. Today, we have some crazy breaking news, something that has just happened. Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race. So today, we're going to talk about this. We will begin by taking a quick look at an article discussing what has happened. You can just listen for part one of this video. I will quickly read the article to you. Then in part two, we will go back for a sentence by sentence deep dive into the article to make sure we understand everything 100% clearly. Then finally, at the end of today's video, we will have some spoken English practice and discuss this at a deeper level. If all of that sounds good to you, click like on this video to support me and my small YouTube channel, support what I do here. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss another one of my videos, and leave me a comment letting me know your opinion on this situation. Do you think Joe Biden made the correct decision in dropping out of the race? Yes or no, and why? First, a quick read of this article, a bird's eye view, a brief look at it, just to get the general idea, the basic idea. Biden drops out. President Joe Biden has decided not to pursue re-election and has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as his successor. He announced on Sunday that he will finish his current term and address the nation later this week. Kamala Harris expressed her gratitude for Biden's endorsement, emphasizing her intention to earn and win the position. Harris could become the first Black woman to lead the country. Even with Biden's support, it's still uncertain if Harris will secure the nomination. The party's process for selecting another candidate, if needed, remains unclear. Furthermore, sources indicate that Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, currently an independent, may re-register as a Democrat and consider running for president. Former President Donald Trump responded to Biden's withdrawal by harshly criticizing him, calling him the worst president by far in the history of our country. Trump also sent out a fundraising appeal to his supporters following the announcement. All right, guys, so once again, that was just a quick look, a brief look at this article. Now we are going to have a deep dive and go sentence by sentence to really dissect it, to really closely examine it and make sure we understand everything. So Biden drops out. If you drop out, then you are not participating in something anymore. You are finished, you quit. Okay, so Biden quits, basically, is what happened. President Joe Biden has decided, he's made a decision not to pursue re-election. Okay, let's start with this. So Joe Biden, remember, he is president right now. What he's doing, what he was doing, was pursuing re-election. Pursuing, that means trying to get. If you're pursuing something, you're trying to get something. Maybe there's a new job that you are pursuing. You are pursuing a career change, okay? You're trying to get a new job, trying to get something. What was Joe Biden trying to get? He was pursuing re-election. Now remember that that means again, 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 okay? So he's trying to get elected again. Okay, he decided not to pursue that. So originally that was the plan. Now he's deciding, you know what, I'm dropping out. What is he doing instead? He has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as his successor. He has endorsed her. Okay, what does that mean? If you endorse somebody, endorse means they have your approval. Okay, approval. You approve of them. They have your support. He's saying, I, Joe Biden, officially support, officially endorse, officially approve of my Vice President, Kamala Harris, as doing what? As being his successor. Successor, the person who will come after him. Okay? The person who will take over. The person who will take over. The person who will assume responsibility as the nominee instead of him. Basically, the person who will take his spot, okay, as the Democratic nominee, or take his place, we can also say. So Biden, announced on Sunday that he will finish his current term, the term he's serving right now, one presidential term is 4 years, right? So he's going to finish his 4 years and he will address the nation later this week. So this message that he's put out now, the message that he put out today was a very brief message, just to make this quick announcement and let people know he will not continue to pursue re-election. We can also say seek re-election, by the way. Seek re-election, okay? He's saying, yeah, guys, I will have more information for you all later this week, but here's the gist of it. Here's the basic information, the main message that you need to know now. I will not continue to pursue re-election. So Kamala Harris expressed her gratitude for Biden's endorsement, okay? She expressed her gratitude. If you express a feeling, then you make that feeling known. You make it clear. You let people know. What feeling is she expressing? She's expressing gratitude. She's very grateful. She's very thankful, okay? She is full of thanks for Biden's endorsement. Remember, Biden has endorsed her. He has given her his endorsement, his seal of approval. Okay? We can say a stamp of approval. Okay? Like you're stamping a piece of paper saying, I approve of this. He's given her his endorsement, and she's very grateful for that. She emphasizes her intention to earn and win the position. Okay? Yeah, I want to talk about this word intention. Intention is something that you try to do. It's like a goal or an aim or your purpose. Okay? Your purpose, your goal, your aim. Let me give you an example. Maybe I try to water my plant, okay? But something goes horribly wrong. Uh-oh. See, I'm looking shocked. I try to water my plant. Here I am giving it some water, and my intention was a good intention, right? I wanted to make my plant healthier. I wanted to help it, but I gave it too much water. The plant died. So I had a good intention, but real life and the results of your actions do not always match your intentions, right? So anyway, Kamala Harris is saying that her purpose, her goal, her aim is to earn and win the position, okay? Yeah, so she's emphasizing, she's making clear to everyone, making sure that everyone knows she plans to earn this position, this place, this job, right? She's saying she wants people to know, I'm not just being handed this by Joe Biden, I'm going to earn it. I'm going to make sure that people know I deserve this. Yeah, she's saying that I am going to try really hard and convince people that I am the right pick and that I have earned this, that I've done a good job and that I deserve it, right? So Harris could become the first Black woman to lead the country. I think that sentence is pretty clear to us. All of the presidents in the past, besides Obama, have been white men, right? So this would be a bit of diversity in the White House. Diversity, right? This would be a diverse candidate, somebody who looks different than the other candidates. Even with Biden's support, however, it's still uncertain if Harris will secure the nomination, okay? So even though Kamala Harris has gotten Biden's endorsement or his support, it's still uncertain, or we can say unclear. What's unclear? It's unclear if Kamala Harris, will secure the nomination. Secure the nomination. Secure means lock it in, okay? Get the nomination 100%. And this basically means that even though Biden supports her, even though Biden thinks she should be the Democratic nominee, the person to go against Donald Trump, maybe that won't happen. Maybe the Democratic Party will pick someone else as the nominee. Okay, yeah. The Democratic Party's process, the process that they go through for selecting another candidate, if needed, if they have to, if they need to, it's still unclear. Let's connect these words. It's still uncertain, okay? So people aren't really sure what the Democratic Party is going to do, okay? Will they stand behind Kamala or will they pick somebody else? Furthermore, there's something else here. Sources are telling us that there's the senator, this guy Joe Manchin from the state of West Virginia. And right now, Joe Manchin is an independent. That means he is not a Democrat. He is not a Republican. He's third party. Okay, we call that third party. There's some talk going on that he may re-register. He might re-register as a Democrat. So maybe he won't be third party anymore. Maybe he will become a Democrat, okay? Maybe he will seize this opportunity, take advantage of this situation to change from third party to Democrat and consider running for president. So, maybe it will be Kamala Harris. Maybe it will be Joe Manchin. It's still unclear. It's still uncertain. What else is happening? Well, former president, right? He used to be president. He's the former president, Donald Trump. He has responded to Biden's withdrawal. We can also say Biden is pulling out. He's pulling out. If you withdraw from something, then you are pulling out of something. Now, he responded to Biden's action of withdrawing. How did he respond to it? Well, he criticized Biden. He had bad things to say about Biden, and he harshly criticized Biden. Yeah, he didn't just criticize him a little bit, he criticized him a lot. Harshly, okay? How did he do this? He called him the worst president by far in the history of our country. So Trump is saying out of all of the presidents in the history of this country, Joe Biden is by far the worst, or he is the worst by a lot. We can also say by a lot, or we can say by a mile. He's the worst by a mile, okay? So, sounds like Donald Trump is really emphasizing this idea that Joe Biden was unfit to lead, okay? So, that was Trump's response. What else did Trump do? He also sent out a fundraising appeal to his supporters following this announcement. So, following the announcement, okay, Joe Biden makes this announcement, and then following it, or after the announcement, Trump, he sends out a fundraising appeal. Who does he send out a fundraising appeal to? He sends it out to his supporters, to people who support him, who like him, who want him to be president. But what is a fundraising appeal? An appeal, if you appeal to somebody, then you are asking them for something. You want to get something from them. In this case, he is asking them for fundraising. Basically, he is using this opportunity to try and get more money for his campaign from his base of supporters. All right, guys, that was a deep dive of this article, going sentence by sentence and really deeply trying to make sense of it and understand it. Now we come to the final part of today's video, the discussion question. I'm going to ask you a question related to this article, and I challenge you to take 1 minute to talk out loud and practice your spoken English responding to it, or leave me a comment and practice your writing skills in the comment section of this video. What is the question? The question is, do you think it was the right decision for Joe Biden to drop out of the race? So what does that mean? That means, do you think Joe Biden did the right thing? Did he make the correct move in dropping out, in quitting the presidential race, right? Was that the right thing to do, or did he make a huge mistake? Here's some framework for how you can respond to this. You can begin by saying, I think it was a good idea or bad idea for Joe Biden to drop out of the presidential race because blah, blah, blah. Try to talk for 1 minute or reply in the comments section, okay? Now, I'm going to go first and demonstrate to you how I want you to try and respond to this. Now, this is just my personal opinion. If you agree with me, that's fine. If you disagree with me, that's fine too. I'm trying to stay very unbiased when I report these things, right? I'm trying not to give my personal opinion and affect the delivery of the news, but now I am going to give my real personal opinion, okay? So if you disagree with that opinion, that's fine, no worries. Here is my opinion in 2, 1. Okay, so this situation is a really crazy situation, right? We are seeing that Joe Biden has finally given in. A lot of people have been asking him to drop out for a long time now within the Democratic Party, right? There are a lot of high-ranking people in the party, like Nancy Pelosi, okay? Just as an example, the Speaker of the House, who have been asking him to drop out. Adam Schiff was another Democrat asking him to drop out, and he's finally acquiescing. If you acquiesce, you say, okay, I give in. Okay, I'll do it. I'll tell you what, I think this is a good decision. I think this is the right thing to do because I don't think there's any way Joe could have beaten Trump, honestly. The polls indicated it was not going to happen. Okay, that was my 1 minute response. Now it's your turn. Go ahead. Terrific job, guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back if you are still with me. I want to give a shout out to my channel members. Take a look at this growing list of people who have either clicked the join button, it's right next to the subscribe button here on YouTube to become a channel member, or they have followed me at patreon.com/EnglishWithConnor. Yeah, these are my channel members, the people who go the extra mile to support me and what I do here on YouTube. Now, aside from just giving me their support because they appreciate me and what I do, endorsing me, maybe we could say, or supporting me, they also get some other benefits, okay? Number one, they get PDFs for all of my lessons. They will get this PDF for this lesson, and they can use it digitally or print it out to follow along with my lessons at home, okay? Now, also, they get bonus content. They get extra videos. There are already 2 extra videos up available to my members on my YouTube channel, over an hour and a half of bonus content. Okay, so that's immediately available to my members. Number 3, they can vote on upcoming video topics. Okay, they can become producers of my videos. In other words, they can help me pick the direction of my content. Now, finally, you also get a shout out in my videos, which is what I'm doing right now. You get to be actually in my videos. So once again, I want to thank my supporters so much. Whether you are a member or not, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. If you do want to become a member, then you can click the join button or go to patreon.com/English with Connor. I will see you guys next time. I'm going to put another lesson up on the screen here. Keep your study session going. I will meet you there.